man.
So, all right, so what's your name again?
My name is Obi.
Obi.
Yeah.
So, Obi, tell me about Nashville, man.
Well, Nashville's a city with a lot of money. There ain't no, everybody got it,
Right.
but there's few people that's got it run the town.
Right.
You got two guys that own almost all the bars. The one guy owned the Honky Tonk and almost the rest of the bars. And you got one guy that owns 7 bars. He owns Legends, Second Fiddle, Crossway. He owns them all.
So how long have you lived here?
I came here in 06.
06.
Yeah, Katrina, yeah.
Right. Oh, it's from Katrina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen some growth. So all those hotels are new then? Yeah.
All of them are new, except the Renaissance was already here. But it's fairly new, but it was already here. But all the Ahmed and all that stuff was all built after I come here.
Cool.
Yeah, the Symphony Hall was built.
You know this place, the Ryman over here? The Ryman Auditorium, right next to it.
That's old. That's where the Grand Ole Opry was.
Right.
That's where Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, and now down on Broad Street, that's the Ernest Tubb record shop.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah, you go in there, you almost get, if you love country music.
That's the real
that kind
thing,
of stuff,
right?
Yeah,
That's the real
you go in there and you'll be able to find what you want.
Yeah,
They got other stores too in Nashville.
Right.
That's the one that you want to go shopping at.
All right, that's cool. Did you play with Albert King? Yeah. How long?
9 years.
9 years with Albert King? Wow, what was that like?
I played from 19. Wait a minute, give me a minute. Let me think. I think it's 79, 91, off and on.
Wow.
It was a great deal. Man, I played with Stevie Ray Vaughan too.
You played Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Yeah, go to the internet website. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Albert King in 1983.
So I'm here with my friend Gino from Memphis. Gino, tell us
Live on Bill Street.
what's going on here, man.
It's a lot of history here, and these people come from all over the world to see great entertainers, musicians, and all these buildings on Bill Street are 18th, 19th century architecture.
Right.
And Rum Boogie was the first nightclub. Ace Swabs is 5th generation from Germany and 138 years on Bill Street and counting, and the Schwab family still owns it. And there are 101 music notes from 2nd Street to 4th Street on both sides of the street.
Right.
And
So you've been living here. You've been living here your whole life.
I was born and raised here, Art. Yeah. And when I was a kid, there were no clubs on Bill Street.
Oh yeah?
Well, nothing but pawn shops, liquor stores, tailor shops, drug stores,
Right.
and people used to live down here. And like when Martin Luther King got assassinated here, they tore the whole town up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man, it was glass, knives, guns all out in the street. I was in the 8th grade at Carver High School when that happened.
Yeah.
And we stopped going to class. The police came over to school to get us to go back to class. We threw sticks and bricks and bottles at them, ran them away.
Right.
And we were under curfew for over 10 days.
Wow.
You could not come out of the house after 7 p.m. unless you had a work permit.
Right.
And it lasted for over 10 days. Tanks rolling up and down the street.
Where were you when that happened? Where
I
were
was
you
at Carver High School. I was in South Memphis.
Right.
Yeah, on Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I stayed on Ingle, but Carver High School is on Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And the era back then was a militant type era, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you had the Blackstone Rangers, the Invaders, all kinds of militant groups. So it was kind of rough, you know, and people, you know, really got mad about him killing Martin Luther King, because all he did was came here and hey, Jock.
What's up, Tito?
And he wanted to get the sanitation workers back to work, and he did that.
That's why he's here.
That's why he was here.
He's trying to get a sanitation.
And he did that.
Well, I didn't know that.
And they assassinated him. I'll tell you why they assassinated him, Mark. They assassinated him because Martin Luther King was a very powerful person, and he wasn't on the government's bandwagon, so to speak.
Right.
Quote. And when you're not on the government's bandwagon, they have no other choice but to either exile you or kill you.
Yeah.
You know.
I only have a little bit of time, but so what do you? So tell me what you're doing now. You're
I load
out,
bands in and out.
bands,
I'm a roadie.
And you're living
at the shelter.
Shelter.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime I stay with Charlie and
That's all right.
a friend of mine, but most of the time I stay at the shelter.
Yeah.
They give us 3 free nights per month. But
issue is a new sense of dignity and justice for the black people and the poor people of this community.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. arrived on March 18th, addressing an overflow crowd.
Here.
Well, my name is Jacqueline Smith, and I'm the last tenant of the Lorraine Motel. And I've been here in protest for 26 years because I feel that the Lorraine Motel should be put to better use rather than just being a civil rights museum. I say that because we got 1 in 5 families living in poverty. We're the 5th most dangerous city in the United States. So I think that we should take heed to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s words. He said, spend the necessary funds to eradicate the slums and the poverty. And so that's what I think that we should be doing at the Lorraine Motel, the site of his assassination.
Right.
That we should use the motel to eradicate the slums, poverty, and deal with our social and civil issues of our time. I think that would be the greatest monument that we can bestow upon his memory, us practicing his principles and helping others.